giving you a little update on Maximus. So what we're doing, or what we've been doing, is we're putting a clear coat over bare metal. We're getting a ton of questions on, is it stainless, is it aluminum? So this video is kind of just to tell everybody this is a bare metal car and we're putting direct to metal clear coat over it, and we're going to be doing clear coat, color sand, clear coat, color sand. We'll probably do that 3 or 4 times to try to give it a nice sheen. So that's one of the trick things about this car, is it's bare metal and just clear, no primer, no bodywork, no nothing, just to show the craftsmanship of all the metal work that we did on the car. And I think that's the ultimate in saying, look, I'm not hiding anything, this is the metal work, we're clearing it, this is what you get.
Guilt is burning inside.
A little bit like, so you were the big bad in the last one. How does that feel coming to this franchise, being such a bad guy?
Well, I had a lot of fun being the bad guy, and I just want to come and see what my brother's going to do. That's basically it. I want to see what how he's gonna kick some ass.
Did you give Jason any tips before coming into the film? You're like, okay, this is how it works when you come into the Fast and Furious.
I don't think Jason needs any tips from me.
More than a dream. You never imagined that being part of these movies is getting so big. I figure people love it more and more. And every time I see one, it's like, it can't be better than the last. And they are. They're amazing. So I'm like really lucky to be here and to be part of this franchise.
And you're an incredibly lucky lady in these movies as well, because you've gotten to play with both teams. You've gotten to be... What was the moment like for you getting out of the car and seeing all of these fans here to see the film tonight?
I was a tad surprised. I was not expecting this scale of things. I don't know, I mean I did, but I didn't quite prepare myself for this, but wow, wow.
Here's to another 15 years and way, way more Fast and Furious movies, right guys? Woo! Thank you so much, you guys. Have fun tonight. Coming out here, I mean, I saw you guys giving some love to all the fans. How does it feel coming out and seeing all these people so excited about Furious 7?
It's all about the people. It's all about the fans. You guys have kept us in the game this whole time. And you know what? As easy as you may think it is to be successful on the last run, it's that much harder to put it all on the table to figure out how to make it bigger, better, stronger, and check off all the boxes. And we believe we did it on this one. It's all because of the fans. Thank you.
And I definitely think one way that it's a little bit bigger, faster, stronger was adding you in. You have some pretty incredible fights in this movie. What was it like on set?
Yeah, you know, I got to get smashed through a table by Dwayne. The Rock. That's the one person you don't want lifting in the air by. It's a long way down. So yeah, it's great to come in and do some damage, and everybody's been great. Everybody's been great and welcomed me in, and it's, you know, make me feel like part of the family, which is very, very nice indeed.
Okay, so kind of go through some of the stuff. You can see we've got this custom Ron Davis monster radiator, twin 16 spalls. It's a cross flow. We've got a pair of our patented mirror image turbochargers. You can see by the plumbing. Hidden in the fender wells are our water to air intercoolers. There's our really trick and firewall clearance friendly fuel regulation plate that handles 16 injectors, 3,000 horsepower. Our one-off valve covers, some of our stainless work. Of course, we've got high amp alternator, air conditioning, power steering. Oh yeah, look at this. Okay, so what we're looking at is one of the, or I think the craziest gas tank ever made. This was a 2,000-pound slab of aluminum that we've carved from full billet. It's actually a twin gas tank. We've got about 30 gallons of 91 octane where it splits, and then you've got about 10 gallons of 116 octane. Aeromotive's Stealth A1000 pumps. We've went ahead and actually carved the tank to encase the hard lines, and it's fully operational with the exception of wiring the fuel senders right now and the feeds. We've still got some detail work to do in the trunk for the batteries, but the batteries are in. You can see some of the metal work we've done in the back. How all the trunk has been, all the rear suspension reinforced with cage. And you can see how the cage is tying into a lot of the major structure points of the car. Made these blisters. This is where the coilovers land, inside of these blisters. Water jet this Nelson Supercar logo, and then bucked it in. You can see some of the tub work, monster tubs in this baby. So you're looking at 18 inches of rubber right there. 31 inches tall, 18 inches wide on a 20-inch rim. So here's a nice view, a nice close-up view of how fine the metal finishing and welding are. And you can see the weld going down there. Right there you can see a little bit of pitting, and you can see an actual width change. But if you look at the fender itself and you look down it sure looks nice. Okay, here's a view of the sheet metal work we did in the rear. So we've had to make new frame rails much higher. We did a whole custom rear suspension, and here's all the bead roll work and the rivets, the new tunnel that we made. Kind of mimicked the factory straight presses there to kind of have it look a little more uniform. Look at these monster tubs. Of course, if you watched our last video, you can see basically right from here all the way down into the door, we've sectioned the fender and widened the fender, basically pie cut the door and widened the fender all the way out. Then we went ahead and fully welded and hand pounded it. So there's no, obviously this is a, you know, all metal finished hand pounded right here. We went ahead and sliced out the wheel arcs and widened them up for this big 31-inch tire. Okay, another trick thing that we did is normally there's some bolt-on tail moldings right here. We went ahead and handmade our own and shaped our own tail molding, welded it in, metal finished it. We sucked the bumper to where, well actually we ended up widening the bumper, but you know, changed the shape to where it matches with the shape of the fender, and then we actually lowered the fender line here basically so the bumper is